Hello students, in this video I'm going to discuss a very important concept, and that is if-else-if construct, and that is in the form of question number 10. So in the continuation of the previous video I am having this question explained with an example, the if-else-if construct. Alright, so if-else-if construct is also known as if-else-if ladder. Okay, so if-else-if, I'm reading the answer here, if-else-if ladder construct is used to test multiple conditions. Remember, this is a very important thing. And then take a decision, means if any condition is satisfied, then a particular task is performed or certain statements are executed. It provides multiple branching of control. Alright, below is an example of if else if. So as I've told you, that first statement is here, that is test multiple conditions. So you can see in this example that multiple conditions are there. G equals to A, G equals to B, G equals to C. Alright, so three conditions are here, and which relational operator I have used? That is equal to. So whenever you write double equal to, that is basically representing what? Equal to. Single equal to in Java is meant for assignment. Alright, so we have to write condition in the form of or as a relational expression that is evaluated either to true or to false. Alright everyone, now if the condition is true, then statements written in that particular if block will be executed. If the grade is J, then very good will be printed. If the grade is B, then good will be printed. If the grade is C, then average will be printed. So G is basically a variable which I have used here to represent the grade of a student. Alright, now I think everybody has understood that it is used to test the multiple conditions. Alright, and then take a decision. So wherever the print statement you have seen, that is basically the decision made on the basis of the given condition. Right, only then statement will be printed when the particular condition is satisfied. If it is A, then it is very good, and so on. Alright, it provides multiple branching of control. Now we get back to the example. Students, when you are a beginner, you find it quite confusing that how to go about different conditions and how to design this if else if ladder example or a program. So I'm just telling you a very simple way of doing it. Leave some space right from the left side while writing the code, and just write the conditions. Like here the conditions are G is equal to A, then G equals to B, and then G equals to C. And you can see that all the literals which I have written, they are character literals. Single characters are there, and since they are character literals, they must be written in single quotes. So we have written single quotes, we have used single quotes with A, then B, and then C. So always remember that. Alright, after writing the condition, you put parenthesis around the condition. That's very important. Okay, now every time you write if statement, it is always followed by a condition. So here I have written the condition. So before every condition you put if. So you can see before every condition if is there, if is there, if is there. After that you leave the first if. With rest of the if you will write else before it. So here you can see this if also else, before this if also there is else. Alright, so that part is over. Now after every if, you have to write a particular task to be performed. So here the task was to print what is the meaning of this grade A. So it means very good. So I will write system dot 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 println, because we have to print that, and then we will write in double quotes very good. So that will be printed. Similarly, with this print statement, good is written. With this print statement, average is written. Alright, and every time we write these statements, it is always in the double quotes because we want to print it as it is. Whenever you write a single statement, it can be written without curly braces, not a problem. Whenever you want to write more than one statement which is to be executed when the particular condition is satisfied, then always use curly brace because that shows the scope of that if. But my suggestion is always to the student that whether you are writing a single statement or multiple, don't forget to mention the curly braces, because during the examination in a hurry you miss curly braces while writing the if else if. So make it a point that you write curly braces all the time. Alright, now if else if this part is over, then what do you want? You want to make an arrangement when not even a single condition is satisfied. Even then I want to something to be executed, because the person comes to know whether he has a mistake or not. So if for that purpose you don't have to write any condition, you just write else. Else is enough. Else covers everything what is not covered by these conditions. So it's a very, very powerful statement, and you can see there is no if, so there is no condition, so just a plain else is fine. And then you write the curly brace, means you open the curly brace, and then you write system dot println and double quotes wrong choice. So this print statement is going to print wrong choice, and after that the curly brace is closed. That is very easy to write. After just writing 6-7 times, you will be quite efficient and skilled in writing the multiple conditions program. Alright, and last very important thing here, students, is that every time you write if else if, they all appear in small letters. So I hope everybody has the clear understanding of this concept of if else if ladder construct. Alright, thanks everyone.